So I made a video about how to install this Windows 11 yesterday, and I said that I will be making a complete walkthrough after I've used it for a couple of hours. So now I'm going to show you what has changed and how good it is. It's the official one. And for now I think it's been performing really good. Okay, you can see here, if I go to the system, this is the settings, by the way, and it has totally redesigned. In my opinion, it looks very good now. Right now you can see it shows your current wallpaper up here, also your name, and here's the Microsoft 365 and update. I have a .NET update, so I haven't updated that yet. If I click on it, it shows me, and I'm going to show you an interesting thing. If you go into the Windows Insider program from where I have installed this update, you can see that it says your PC does not meet the minimum hardware requirements recommended for Windows 11. So in spite of that, I was able to install this on my PC. So that's really cool. Actually, they are just telling you that it does not meet the requirements, but you can still go ahead and download the update. So I think that's what it means. So this is the Bluetooth option, and this theme that you're seeing is slight blue and red, very translucent. This is the wallpaper because of that. Because if I go here into the personalization settings, first I'm going to show you, these are 6 themes that they have. Like Windows 10 we had themes. I never actually used the Windows 10 theme. I did not like that. So let me show you. If I change it to say this one, and it's a bit bug, I don't know it's with my device or with Windows 11 in general. So when I change themes, sometimes I just cannot go back to settings. Like if I minimize, you can see the wallpaper has changed. So that's not a big deal, actually. It's fine. So you can see this is the how it feels with this wallpaper. And if I minimize it, you can see the red accent is. And if I go into personalization again and change it to say this, what I say, let's go back to dark. This is the normal dark theme, and this is the normal white theme, the official ones. So if I now minimize it, you can see the blue accent. So I like this one better, so I have kept the blue. And here's the official Windows wallpaper. Okay, so now if you go to apps, let me get it to full screen. We have default app for websites. Okay, so you can choose which will open what. You can it's a kind of a default link for what you want the default app for these links to be. Okay, I already showed you personalization. Let me see if something I missed out. Okay, we have lock screen settings now. It was before as well, but here I have seen something new. It shows you if you want to have a console companion weather mail calendar. I wish I could show you the lock screen, but it does not work while I'm recording the screen. But it's quite cool. It's more like a phone, actually. I like it. The clock is on the middle top side of the screen. Okay, so this you can see. Oh, okay, I can preview it right here. Sorry, you can see it. This is the lock screen. So if I change it to say weather, how will it appear? Will it show me here? Okay, right now it's not changing. Okay, if I go to 3D viewer, so I think it shows you the wallpaper. If you change your wallpaper, if I change it to this, okay, so it's just showing me the preview of the wallpaper. It's more like a tablet, you can see here, but it's actually a screen. Actually, I'm gonna set it back to calendar. I think I'm gonna keep it at weather, and I'll try to post the screenshot on my social media if you want to see how it looks like. Let's go to colors. This is the accent colors. Right now this blue because of the theme. So if I want to change it to this blue, let me see what happens. Bear with me, guys, my computer is a little bit slow because there is no graphics and it's kind of old. Something's not happening. Let's see. My app is running, so this is responding. This is the new Microsoft Store. I will show you the logo. If I close it completely and open it again, let me go and minimize this. Wait for it until it is done. If I open the Microsoft Store, this is the new logo, and the advertisement for the apps and stores is very it's large now. It's very large than before. So you can see this is a big one. If I click on say this one, it shows you a very large preview. This is the new game, the Pirates. Okay, we have different categories on the left side. Among Us, of course, we have Roblox and the Asphalt Legends. Entertainment, you have maybe your movies, your Amazon Music and everything. So okay, let me see if anything changed. You can see this is the bug I was talking about. Even it's showing me the preview, but I cannot click on it. So to go back to settings, I have to right click and then go to the settings, and it should open up. Okay, you can see here that it has changed. Actually, the color, it has changed. I'm not seeing it anywhere, maybe because it is already blue, but yeah, this is how you can change. So accent color on, if I click here, what happens? I don't know what is happening. I'm not noticing any change. It's stuck again. I don't know if it's a bug with my laptop or it's with every Windows 11, but this is what happening. Okay, now I'm not seeing any change actually. Okay, let's go back to accounts. This is the account options, your info, sign in options. So this is the gaming time, game mode. Actually, let's see, optimize for your game mode. So I think this wasn't before. You can also check the graphics. Okay, so now Windows is actually paying attention to the gamers. You have a dedicated game mode, so that is nice. Optimize your PC for player. Okay, so accessibility, the usual options. I think eye tracker. Okay, it must be for the newer laptops with has this retina eye scanner or something. We got Windows security. So this is a new one. If I open up, you can see the new logo for the security. Let me close it and open it again. Right, I've already opened up in the background. You can see this is a new logo. This interface is very highly similar to the previous one, so nothing new here. I think it looks kind of very like it wasn't updated. Okay, let me go to Windows Update. I think I've already went it. You see my new update is pending, and I've already showed you the Windows Insider, right? So I'm really happy that it is already, I can test it out, and I will show you the quick toggles here. Okay, this is running. This is the quick toggle. This is a Wi-Fi. I click on it. I really like it. It reminds me of Android actually. I don't know why it feels so similar to Android or Chromebooks. Is it just me or it is like that? You can see the new battery. I will show you. Let it refresh. This is the new battery. I really like it. It shows you the full stack of where was level. Actually, I have the laptop powered, connected to the power source throughout the day, so it's haven't shown any degradation, right? You can check your battery uses here. Like I said, I haven't used it on battery. Screen on for 16 hours, so you can tell. Okay, so this is the quick settings, and you got focus assist and airplane mode and all those. You can also go to quickly to settings from here. This is the calendar, and if you have any notifications, it will show up here as well. So for volume and everything, we have one control. You have one panel, so you don't have to separately go to a battery. These three are now combined, right? That is good. Now let me show you the file manager. So this is the file manager. Really, I'm just gonna show you. Okay, just notice the animation from where it goes from minimized to full screen state. It kinds of just expands, which is really nice. And if I minimize it, it goes down, so you can see the animation comes out from the bottom, and also you can notice the icon bouncing. Okay, so if I go to this PC, you can notice the new icons, very gradient looking, and we have the usual options here. You can just close all of them. It looks very clean, I think. And also I've noticed that they have removed the dedicated like label for copy paste, and you get this option everywhere. Cut, copy, paste and everything. You get this option everywhere. So I was confused when I was copying a file, like it's not showing up. You can see if I click on it, let me just go ahead and click, select this, and you can see here these options appear here. This is the cut and copy and rename, share. So it won't show you the options here. It has become now a icon. I think that is really cool to make it more easier for people to remember. You have these options. Okay, this is the file explorer, this is the search option. Let me see if it shows the control panel. I'm gonna type in control. So this is the control panel. Control panel's icons have also changed. You can see more rounded and a little different color scheme. You have your usual options, but if I go to the settings, again I have to use the if I go to it's always opening in the minimize state for some reason. You can also see this quick option, the quick way. So if I click this one and choose maybe say file explorer, use it like this, or if I want to use it as 3 apps together, I can do that as well. So it has make, like previously only people who knew the shortcut could use this feature, but now everyone can use it, so that's pretty awesome. Okay, you can also notice the subtle change in color from the background. Okay, so if I go to, let me see, audio, this is the system settings. It is showing me today in history, time in Madrid. I don't know. Okay, if I click on this is showing me this. Go to sound, you can see I've noticed that. Let me see if it's still, it's not giving me any option to open the okay, it is giving me option. This is more sound settings to open the control panel settings. Okay, we have to still kind of explore it a bit more to notice what is happening. You can see this is the mic that I'm using. So you can click this one to open the extra control panel settings. Nice. And also learn this, when I used to right click there was no refresh option. I have a habit of refreshing every time, I don't know why. So I've noticed that if you click this more option, then it shows you the normal Windows 10 options to refresh, view or sort by. Actually I found it online, so I did not press this button until I've learned that it actually opens up the old Windows 10 option. Okay, and this is the Windows start menu, which was very hyped up and talked about. You can see there is no apps right here because it's actually launch, I think, of which app you are using. Or so right now it just shows me these kind of apps which I've used. I've not used the calculator, but I think during settings it will ask you how do you want to use it mainly for, and it will show you suggestions according to that. And this is the, if I want, let me go again, the power to update, restart, shutdown. You can see the color scheme. Just notice how it is blending with the start menu and the background, this dark and shadowy effect. It's really cool, actually. It's really cool. What else? I think that is about it for now. Okay, this one also I'm going to show you the task menu. You can see it looks so fantastic. So you can have multiple workspaces. So on one desktop you can do your work, and on the second desktop you can be enjoying a multimedia. So it has a lot of usage, and it is really easy also to create multiple desktop, and they have made it very easily accessible as well. So on one desktop, if you are using a lot of apps, so you can create another desktop and it will be clean, no apps running. So that is really neat, and they have worked quite a bit on it. I can see that, because I never really used to use the recents on the Windows 10 that much. I used to just switch around using the task menu. So for now that will be it, and thank you so much for watching, and please consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.